I think Logan Mailloux might push for that spot next year.
Oh, he's such a monster, that kid.
He's a beast. And he's going to the AHL All-Star game.
Good for him.
Very good for him.
He's been through.
Dude, he went through a lot, man, and it shows. Look, it shows one thing. First he worked his butt off to get to where he's at right now. Because at one point he was close to not even ever playing hockey professionally. Yeah. To see where he was 2 years ago to where he is now, man, like that shows the character. That's the type of character that fucking Gordon and Kent Hughes wants in the team, especially 1,000%. Marty. That's the type of work ethic. Listen, man, I think you're right. If he has a strong cap next summer, he's gonna make the fucking team.
Did you see who he thanked for? Because the reporters went up to him and were like,
I didn't see him.
Do you know who he thanked? Well, he thanked a lot of the guys. No, Mailloux. Mailloux said like there's a couple of guys here who deserve it more than me.
Oh,
he said things like that, which shows a sign of a good teammate. Humbleness. But did you see who he thanked though the most for his game lately? He said, "I have Arber Xhekaj to thank a lot for."
Wow, there you go. See,
those two together are amazing in Laval, and I've been to a few games. Watch them both together; they're actually really good together. They got amazing chemistry. They look like
That's why they're in that platform right now. Especially Xhekaj, he's there to fucking build something.
Dude, the team's gotten better since Xhekaj got there.
Well, that too.
Like they play with, we lost Joey. He'll be back.
He'll be back.
The team plays with a lot more grit now, and they're less afraid.
Yeah.
Like mentally, you know what that
does? See the difference of how many points the Rockets have amassed since Xhekaj has been on the team?
Dude, they're
versus
pushing,
before?
They're pushing for playoffs in the minors.
I think they lost the first like they were like 1-10 or at one point. Like they were terrible.
You know who else though? Zook, who's been doing better? Your boy Jakub Dobiš on goal.
Yeah, I read a few things. Yeah, he's playing.
Man, his game has improved big time. Like he went from fucking sloppy Joe. I'll say it when he gets back. He went from sloppy Joe on the ice, like just limbs everywhere. All good, Joe. You're back. Joe, we were saying how like the Laval Rocket have been getting better ever since Xhekaj was sent down.
Absolutely, and I don't know if you got to this point, but I think he should stay.
Yeah. Listen, he's building chemistry with Logan Mailloux going.
Dude, their chemistry's unreal.
There's no point of bringing him up. I mean, It's not that the team's doing bad or whatever. We're doing still pretty well without him. Like, we'll be still a 500 team if he's there or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's one defenseman that is really like a sore spot right now where they're playing so bad that they need to, get. The only one was we put him on waivers, which he was claimed. Lindstrom was claimed by.
And the other one was Weidman.
Yeah,
Weidman's on IR till the rest of the season, and then he's not coming back. So
thank God.
But I agree with that, man. Like,
keep him. He's done well for Mailloux, right? So
that's what I was saying, right? So like right now he's building the chemistry with a player that's going to be the game. So like, why not just stay there, build it, improve it, so that whenever they come back to the NHL or camp or whatever, they're going to already have that chemistry, which is already half the battle.
So we posted a picture of them two together with a screenshot of our tweet saying that we hope to see a Mailloux Xhekaj pairing one day in the Habs, and it got over like 1,000 likes, like a couple hundred shares. Like people really want to see that, and I fucking love it. I've seen a couple of their games before the end of the year. Those two, Joe, like I was telling them, they look great. Jakub Dobiš in goal, like night and day from the start of the season up until now.
Well, it could be that the defensemen are doing better in front of them.
It could be, but him too, Joe. Like the beginning of the season, he was just way out of his crease, super aggressive, sliding everywhere. Now he's got his lateral movements under control, or at least a lot better. Like he's still got some work to do, but so I looked up real quick what the rules are in the minors in terms of making the playoffs. So there's 7 teams in the North Division, which is where Laval is. The top 5 teams make it. And Laval is like a point or two away from the 5th spot.
Yeah, and it's still early, right? Their playoffs start what? It's like more or less
April. Yeah, more or less the
NHL. So they still have time, dude.
Well, Joe, do you agree that you should keep Arber Xhekaj there not just for the reasons you said, but let him help that team fight for actually something. That
I think so, and he gets more minutes.
Development.
Yeah, he gets more minutes.
That too.
He plays more minutes too.
He's playing everything. He's playing top pairing minutes. He's playing power play.
I agree.
And he's playing.
I don't think he changes our team dramatically right now. I don't think he's one of those guys that come in saying we absolutely like Caulfield when he had struggling a little bit. We didn't know want to put him down, bring him up. He's a guy like, okay, we have nobody to score. We need him. Like that's a different story. Xhekaj, besides obviously the fighting and the toughness, which it's a little more rare these days. We know that. I don't think he makes such a big difference to an already young core that we have. And Struble has honestly stepped up really nicely.
But the thing about Xhekaj is, and I'll still vouch for this point, is that he brings security. The guys are not going to. I believe that. Look at Connor Bedard. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. I guarantee you, if there was an Arber Xhekaj type of player, not that the hit was dirty, the hit was clean, that on Bedard, but I still don't think a hit like that is being thought of if you got a guy like a Xhekaj or a tough guy on the team. Again, I'm just using that as an example, but on the overall, you have an Arber Xhekaj on your team, just guys are going to think twice about taking runs at our players.
Definitely.
Having said that, just the way Xhekaj's been playing, I think he's playing his best hockey of his life. Like outside of his final junior season, this is his best professional season so far, especially in Laval. He's putting up points, he's defending, he's doing everything they asked of him, and then some. I agree with you, Joe. I say keep him there.
I agree. He's done wonders for Mailloux, who's a future right now for Montreal, right? And we have the expectation of him coming up next season. So you want him to have the best possible development you can before he gets here. And having Xhekaj has been nothing but amazing for him. So
that's great.
I definitely would keep him.
It's too bad though. Laval got all those 4 players injured. They got Sean Farrell, Gabriel Bork, Brady Keeper, and
are they long-term injuries or they're not sure yet?
Dude, they're like 6. One's like 2-3 months. One's out indefinitely. Sean Farrell's out 6 to 8 weeks, and that's bad. That one kind of breaks my heart because I love Sean Farrell. I find him probably our most underrated prospect, and even though he's 5'9", like he's not afraid, and he's such a smart player. He's an excellent playmaker.
Gallagher.
Yeah, maybe.
No. I'm kidding.